What is up, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over a live ceramic coating sales call that I had in my own auto styling shop where I successfully booked the customer in and collected a deposit over the phone with credit card info. Now, before we get into things, just want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Chris Dubas. I run Tinted Media. We're a growth partner for auto styling shops that helps them scale up in every aspect of the business, and I also run a shop myself here in Chicago. So if you do want to work with me on my team one-on-one, book a call in the link below. But without further ado, let's get right into things. So the first thing I want to note with this specific conversation is that on March 2nd is when he first filled out the form, okay? And then you can see I called him the same minute that he filled out the form, 9:11 a.m. He did not answer. Said I just tried calling again later that same day. And also on the 3rd, on the 4th. And then finally, on the 12th, so 10 days later, he reaches back out and says, sorry for the delay. He is ready to chat. So then I gave him a quick call, and again, within the same minute that he wanted me to, gave him a call, and we took things from there. So let's actually hop right in to the live sales call.
Hello. So once we can.
Hey, it's Chris with First Class Detail. Just saw your text. Hello? Hello?
Hey Chris, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yep. I'm pretty good, man. I'm sorry for the delay.
You're all good. You had the 2024 Tesla, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. What color was the paint?
Okay, so you can see here, just got quickly through the intro. Intro is only like 15, 20 seconds. This is who I am, this is why I'm calling, and then we're moving into discovery, getting the logistics of the car. What color is the paint?
It was some form of red. I forgot what Tesla calls it, like sunset red or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And how's the condition of it right now? Any scratches, swirls, anything like that?
Yeah, because it's been run through the automatic car wash. There are, those, scratches or swirls from that stuff.
It's really good to get the customer to kind of open up. The more you can get the customer to talk before you go into pricing and deposit, the higher chance you have of getting them to actually pay. So it's amazing when a customer does say, not just that there's scratches, there's swirls, but also explains further there's scratches, there's swirls from the automatic car wash, and it's really something that he doesn't want on the car.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna need some. It's definitely gonna need some paint correction.
And listen to that. Customer himself is admitting it's definitely going to need the work done. Once you get that, very high chance you close.
Yeah. And have you had the car since it was new?
No, I have not had it detailed at all.
Okay.
I had it last year.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, I'll run you through the process real fast, and we can hop into scheduling and all.
So this was a mistake that I made in this call. I went through discovery way too fast. You can see a minute 14. I was done with discovery. Typically, I like to try and have at least a 2, preferably 3 to 5 minute discovery, which was a pretty big issue in this call, but I was still able to end up closing, and I just had to have more conversation on the back half, which is not preferable, and you're less likely to close when you do it that way, but this client, we were still able to get through.
All that. So the first thing we do when we get the car is going to be a full detail inside and out, make sure everything is spotless. Then we go to the outside of the car and do a clay bar and iron decontamination. What that's going to do is remove any final dirt, grime, anything like that from the paint. Then we can go ahead and do the paint correction. That's going to remove any of these scratches, swirls, anything like that that you're currently seeing. Then finally, we can go ahead and apply the 10-year warranted ceramic coating. Big reason that most people get the coating is just for the protection of the paint. What it's also going to do is keep the car clean for longer and bring out a deep shine that lasts. Does that all kind of make sense?
All right, so you can see my pitch or my explanation of the process was only like 35 seconds, which is honestly longer than I would even like it to be in this specific situation. Sometimes it's okay to go longer, but you should not be pitching. I know so many detailers, so many shops that I've talked to who spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes explaining their process. Every little detail of what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it. It's just not necessary. Explain a brief outline. I like to use the 4 pillars, the 4 parts of the process, and then the benefit very quickly of each. We're going to detail your car, make sure it's spotless. We're going to do a clay bar and iron decontamination, make sure there's no dirt grime. We're going to do a paint correction to remove the scratches and swirls. We're going to apply the ceramic coating to protect your paint, make it easier to wash, and keep it clean longer. Super brief, super to the point, and does a much better job of actually getting you to where you need to be.
Yep.
Perfect. Now, when were you hoping to get this done?
I'm a big fan of figuring out when they want to get things done before you get into price. So this is a strong question that I like to ask. It allows you to tie back to that answer when you've given price. So if someone says, I want this done in the next 2 weeks, you give them price, they say, I don't want it done for another month. You can tie back to the answer to their when do you want it done question, and then potentially work with them on price, figure out what objection is holding them back, and help work through that.
Well, I kind of want to know what is this going to cost me?
Yeah, so with the current special that we were running, it's
And again, this call is not perfect. He wants to know what it's going to cost before we get into scheduling.
you're getting a free windshield coating and a free interior detail. Typically, the full package is $2,200, but right now it's coming down to just $995.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that all day, every day.
And this was kind of the dream customer. I'll do that all day, every day. 0 objections.
All right, perfect. We've got some slots late next week. We could do either like a Thursday or a Saturday next week. Would either of those work for you?
Where are you located? Because I'm on the south side of the city, so I gotta.
Yeah, we're southwest.
Just work at.
You know where Bridgeview is?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're right next to that.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot. Let's see. If I brought it in on Thursday, approximately, would it be ready? I'm not rushing you guys at all. I would just need to know so I can, adjust my transportation needs.
Yeah. So if you brought it Thursday, it would be ready Saturday.
Okay. Let's shoot for Thursday then. What are your hours?
9 to 6.
Okay. Let's shoot that in for Thursday then.
Yeah. And then does 9 a.m. work for drop off?
Are you guys actually gonna start on it, on Thursday, or likely it'll be like Friday or whenever? The reason why I'm asking, if you're not really gonna start on it until probably Friday, then I would love to bring it like Thursday after I get off work. If not, I can make arrangements to come in.
No, that'll work. Yeah, you can just bring it right after you're done with work.
Okay, cool beans. Cool.
What time?
Always make things as easy as possible for the customer. We would have started on it in the morning on Thursday, but if he has to make arrangements, that's a potential objection that could come up when I try and get the deposit.
Time do you want me to pencil that in for? Like 5:30?
Yeah, about 5:30.
And then the best email for you I've got on file here.
So I always schedule them in, confirm the email, confirm the phone number, and then go for the deposit.
SEBRING001@hotmail.com. Is that going to be the best email?
That's the perfect email address for me. Yes.
All right. And then the best phone number is 773-492-1124.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And then we do just take a 10% deposit to get you locked in with the discount. What's going to be the best card to put that on?
Hold on. Get out something here.
Honestly, that sentence right there was a little rushed. I would have preferred it to be slower, but still worked on this guy. And also, always
Let me know when you're ready.
don't say anything during the close. So that's where I'm going to close this video off, just because he's about to give me his credit card info, and we don't necessarily all need to hear that. But that is basically the framework that we use. Again, there was quite a few mistakes, but intro, discovery, pitch, close. Discovery in that call was too short, and the closing section was a bit rushed. But overall, not a terrible call, not the worst in the world. Obviously, there's always improvements to be made, but we did book him in, and that is what really matters. So if you do want to work one-on-one with me and my team, and the bigger thing that we do is generate you quality leads like this, who once you tell them the price, they say, that's amazing, I'll do that all day long, then go ahead and book a call in the description below, and I will talk to you there.